what will improve my iman, increase it, and actually this one works instantly. And please try it when you start thinking about Allah. So number 2, sign my iman is strong, and a factor that absolutely will improve, will strengthen my iman when I think about Allah. And when I'm talking about thinking about Allah, just pick up the names of Allah and just give it time to think of it. Take Al-Alim, the all-knowing. And I just picked up this one, right? And I'll share with you a verse from the Quran. It's in Surah Al-An'am, the cattle. And scholars will teach you that this verse tells you the knowledge of Allah. And I want all of you feel it with me and see who is Allah, who's His knowledge, and see how your heart will change and your iman, bi'idhnillah, by Allah's grace, will get stronger. وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ. And He, Allah, owns the keys of the unseen, not the unseen, the keys of unseen. This verse is verse 59 in Surah Al-An'am. وَعِنْدَهُ مَفَاتِحُ الْغَيْبِ. He owns the keys of the unseen. لَا يَعْلَمُهَا إِلَّا هُ. No one knows it but Him, the unseen. What I am going to eat tomorrow, what I am going to do tomorrow, where I will be in the end of 2022, how my child will grow up, where will I die, where will I be buried, how long I'm going to live. عنده مفاتيح الغيب, unknown. He owns the keys of the unseen. لا يعلمها إلا هو. No one knows Him but Him. Now let's come to His knowledge. وما تسقط ويعلم ما في البر والبحر. And He knows everything that is on the land and in the sea. Everything. So think of the sea. If you watch National Geographic, anything you watch, go and watch the bottom of the seas and see the kind of the fishes that you see there and the kind of the plants you see there. All this, everything in there, He knows them. What this fish will do, when this fish will, how long it will live, what it will eat, how it will die. Every sea. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ. And He knows what is on the land and what's in the sea. As if this is not enough to give you the awe. Listen to the next. Still in this verse, 59, Al-An'am, the cattle. Especially these days. وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَهِ. Subhanah. Not a single leaf falls. وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا. But He knows about it. Any leaf. Again, if you live in St. Louis, where now this is the fall, if you look at all the yards, it's full of leaves. You don't see green, you see just brown, light brown, because it's all fall. Wallah alladhi allahu. Like today when I was going to get the mail, when I was just looking on the side, and it just overwhelmed me. Every leaf, Ya Allah, that fell. Imagine the Amazons, imagine Africa, imagine everywhere, every leaf that fall, Allah knows about it. وَمَا تَسْقُطُ مِنْ وَرَقَةٍ إِلَّا يَعْلَمُهَا. This is not done yet. وَلَا حَبَّةٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتِ الْأَرْضِ. Not a single habba, seed, in the darknesses of the earth. وَلَا حَبَّةٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتِ الْأَرْضِ وَلَا رَطْبٍ. Nothing is solid or dry. وَلَا يَابِسٍ. Nothing that is moist. My saliva, my tears, the fluid in my body, the fluid we drink, the fluid that is inside the fruits. وَلَا رَطْبٍ وَلَا يَابِسٍ إِلَّا فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. But is all in a clear book. What do I and you know? Al-Alim, all-knowing. Imagine if you and me spend 5 times a day, 5 minutes a day, reflecting on one of Allah's characters. One, what will happen to my iman? What will happen to my iman? What do I know? And take the names of Allah one by one. Al-Qawi, the strong. Al-Jabbar, the subdued. One, every day, once a week, on a Friday, pick a name. You can Google it easily these days. We Google everything. Google it and say this name in the Quran. You will get one verse. Pay attention, and that will combine number 1 and number 2. You are reflecting on and you are learning about the book of Allah, and you are learning about Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah al-Qawi. And Allah, I'm just going to share with you one hadith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam says the hadith in al-Bukhari, he said, يَقْبِضُ اللَّهُ الْأَرْضَ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. Allah on the day of judgment, He is gonna gather and collect and take all this earth, and He will fold the heavens. وَيَطْوِي السَّمَاوَاتِ. Subhanallah, all the skies in His hands, subhanah, بِيَمِينِهِ, His right hand. And then He will say, please pay attention to this one. And then He will say, أَنَا الْمَلِكُ أَيْنَ الْمُلُوكُ. I am, subhanah, the king. Where is the kings of this earth? That's who's Allah. He is the king. He is the king. أَلَا لَهُ الْأَمْرُ وَالْخَلْقُ. All the matters in His hand, all the creations He did. What is people? If I reflect on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day, 5-10 minutes after my salah, as I am driving, as I take a break, any time, if I want to make the time, we will make the time. How much time we spend for this and that? 5-10 minutes. I spend it for reflecting on one name of Allah. And the more I learn, the more my iman will get strong. The more my iman is strong, I will learn more. I'll see more. I'll see things very different. And so the number 2 is istish'aru 'azamatillah. You need to look at who is Allah. And I think this is one of the things that we are really, really, really missing these days. We take, and I'm talking about us Muslims, take it so casual. For example, Allah said this in Surah Al-Zumar, Allahu khaliqu kulli shay. Allah created everything. Allah created everything. Look around you, wherever you are now, wherever you are sitting. Like now, right? So the wall, so the camera I'm talking to you, so the mic that you are hearing me, so the book I am reading from, so the pen in front of me, so my hand, my tongue. You go on and on and on and on. Khaliqu kulli shay. Created everything. Who is He? Who are we? What do we have? What can we do? The more I think of Allah and I glorify Allah, the more I put myself in the right place. The more my iman, and what is iman? My relationship with Allah. The more I glorify Him, the more I love Him. The more I am afraid of Him, the more I have awe of Him. So I need to reflect on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another ayah, Allah يُقَلِّبُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارِ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَعِبْرَةً لِأُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Allah turned the day and the night. We live it every single day. Day and night, He turns it. And Allah said this turning, this is in Surah An-Nur, in the light, this turning of the day and the night is a sign. لِأُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ, those who see, we see it. The day is shorter, the day is longer, the day is hot, the day is cold. We see all these changes. He made it. Subhanah. The more I do this, and I'm sure all of you now listening to me, already your iman starts to improve just by listening to this. Not because I'm saying it, because that's what Allah is saying. Connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Reflect on His names. هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن. Allah said this in Surah Al-Hadid, the iron. He's the first, He's the last. He's the seen, He's the obvious, and He's the hidden. What is that? هو الأول لا قبله شيء. ليس قبله شيء. He's the first, nothing before Allah. And هو الآخر is the last, nothing after Allah. Think of that. Think of that. People came and go, years, but He was the first. And people will go, He's the last. Who is He? Subhanah. So the more I spend time with this, the more my iman will